Let's say they're not a success and people aren't buying hybrid vehicles. Do we have a backup plan here?
I think people are understanding very clearly that the world is changing. And there's a source of a lot of anxiety for a whole bunch of people about how that world is changing. We need only look at the impacts of climate change, the impacts on the war in Ukraine, the impacts of a global economic slowdown, with rising inflation and interest rates, the hangover on supply chains and so many different things from the pandemic. This is a time rife with anxiety for Canadians and for people all around the world. That's why the decisions we made in this last budget are focused on allaying those anxieties and building solutions for the future. On allaying those anxieties, we're stepping up in a targeted way to support Canadians who are having a really tough time right now. Whether it's the hundreds of dollars in the grocery rebate going to millions of Canadians across the country who need it, whether it's moving forward to lower credit card fees for small businesses, whether it's moving forward on delivering dental care for all Canadians, targeting specifically those $90,000 income and less who don't have insurance. We've already had 250,000 kids accessing dental care. At the same time as we're bringing down childcare fees across the country. They've been cut in half in Ontario, and 6 provinces and territories already have seen $10 a day become a reality. These are things we're doing to support families right now in a difficult time, and we will continue to be there to recognize the challenges that families are facing. And it's a real shame that the Conservatives have already said not only that they oppose childcare and that they oppose dental care, but that they're going to be voting against this budget with real supports for Canadians. But the other part of this budget is preparing those great jobs for the future right across the country. Whether it's building the electric and hybrid vehicles that the world is going to need in the coming years. Whether it's securing the critical resources through mines and production facilities and battery production plants right across the country that deliver great jobs like the ones the associates here at Honda have. Whether it's moving forward on transforming our energy mix with more renewables, more nuclear, better options to continue to power the economy of the future without global emissions. We have a plan. And we've been bringing that plan in over the past 7 years, and we are seeing and feeling the impacts of that. The investments we made here at Honda and Allison have resulted in great jobs that are going to last for a long time to come. This is all part of our understanding that the world is changing, and we need to both fight climate change and grow the economy at the same time. So when Conservative politicians continue to insist that there's a choice to be made between what's good for the environment and what's good for the economy, not only are they wrong, but they're harming hardworking families here in Alliston and across the country who are counting on the fact that installations like this continue to step up with cleaner, higher tech solutions that Canadians and indeed the world needs. The Conservative politicians that are amplifying people's fears, reflecting back anger and frustration that is very real from what have been a few difficult years for all Canadians, but not offering solutions and alternatives, is exactly the wrong kind of politics. As we look at what Canadians actually need, they need solutions. Solutions for the affordability crisis they're living right now. They need solutions for better health care, better dental care. And mostly, they need the great jobs for the middle class that a growing green economy is going to offer. That's where Canada is so well positioned. That's why we're bringing in investments from great big companies around the world like Honda and others to see that Canada has the path towards a stronger future for all Canadians. That's what's at stake in these coming years. And that's why we continue to stand with Canadians into a brighter future for everyone.